Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today, just a short little demo of the Boss FS-6 dual foot switch. My wife had gotten this thing for me. It helps unlock other features to your equipment depending on what it's plugged into. Could be a Boss Katana amp, including the 100 it turns out, so that was my bad from my original video. From what I've understood all this time is only the GAFC foot switch worked with the Katana 100s. And this sort of a foot switch worked with the Katana 50s. Turns out this will actually work with the 100 and control the same type of features as the Katana 50. So that's an added little benefit of my bad. So yes, you can actually use it on the Katana 100, 1x12, 2x12, etc. Likely the Artist, but I don't know what the back panel of the Artist looks like, so I'm not going to say anything about that one way or another. But I do know for a fact it does also work on the Katana 50s. One of my students has a Katana 50 and she actually got this pedal with hers. She got it used obviously, and it came with this pedal and it's like, cool. So now this has a dual port or stereo port, which is A and B, or you can go separate port, straight A to one device, straight B to another device, which is actually kind of cool too. Now it does run on a 9-volt battery. And the battery power light you'll see is turned on right now, and if you unplug the unit it turns the power off, so it's like a power switch, right? It's the only power switch there is, so you have to unplug this when not in use, otherwise you're going to toast your battery. So, and there is no power supply hookup to this, so no external 9-volt plug into the wall deal, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. My Harmonist pedal runs on batteries or power. My GT1000 board is power only. My Beat Buddy is also power only. So if you're doing busking, right? You're going to a park or a food market or whatever and you're doing busking, even just playing out wherever. You want to pick and choose your audio equipment for battery powered, obviously, if you don't have hydro nearby. I'm actually thinking about getting back the Boss ME80 that I had, because it runs battery or plug-in, so it's actually perfect for busking and for what I would be playing music-wise, doing that sort of thing. That pedal board would be absolutely perfect, because the GT1000, if I have no hydro access, I'm kind of yanked on that. So, but anyway, so with the VE2, the A button here will control your memory favorites. Okay, you still have to program your memory stuff manually, but this controls your different favorites that you have in the memory bank and how it's going to be used. Now this is my standard setting, so I have voice enhancement, which is your voice pitch correction. Auto Harmonist is active, so it senses the key, matches everything up, and bing bang, away you go. The B button here controls the variation of the voice, so it kind of makes you sound like, you know, multiple people on top of whatever setting you have, so it's kind of like having a choir kind of thing. It's kind of a neat little variation thing. So you also have polarity switches and mode switches. So you can have this either latched or unlatched for your switching. It's your choice. Polarity, that would be between your tip and your main ring, and of course your sleeve, how that combination would work. But you can unplug this, plug it in as a mono, so I can go and say I want just the access to the variation. So I go A channel, variation, take my B, and I run a feature over to my Beat Buddy. Okay, I can do that sort of thing. I can also use this on the Beat Buddy as well and assign what button does what, which is nice because the Beat Buddy has a menu in it for being able to say, okay, I want this button to do this feature, this button to do this feature type of thing with your control box, and of course you have your main foot switch as well that you can do different things with too. Now I do have a foot switch on here and it runs this feature, and of course it can pause me and rotate me through different channels too. So if I'm paused here, I got it shut off, I can just rotate through all the different blues. So I'm going to hit it. So there I pause. Add my crash cymbal. If I wanted it to do something different than a crash cymbal, I could actually assign it to do that. And so the FS-6 switch box, same deal. Now, because you have to have certain settings for certain devices, whatever settings I have on here right now are set up to run this pedal. When I take the pedal over here and put it to my Beat Buddy, I actually have to flick a couple switches to get it to do exactly what this thing does with no electronics of any kind in it. So that's kind of how that works. And the same as when you would take this FS-6 and put it on your Katana amp, you're going to want to have certain things do certain different functions, so you're going to have to flick the switches the way you need them for that device. And it would run also on any device that can have external foot switches. So any music gear that can use a control switch box, you can use this. You can also add on to this as well. It has slots on the side here, on either side, male and female slotting. So you can put groups of them in and combine them. If all you need is one extra pedal, you don't need another set of two, you can get these single individual FS series switches and just have it as a single and slam it on and away you go. So that's another benefit as well to these. So you can buy modularly and just boom, 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 or you can buy the two-piece switch like this one, and you can put another one on there and group it. I got some thoughts in behind that, because that would be kind of handy to have them, two of them identical. Looks nicer too on a pedal board once you get a pedal board going. But anyway, that's our little demo. Now it is 9-volt battery, so no 9-volt power supply. You must unplug this when not in use. So it's the only way to turn the power off. Now I'll give you a close-up of this thing. And here's your switches and jacks on the back. So you've got momentary or latched, depending which way you need it. Polarity switch, and you have the same thing on each side. Your A-B stereo in, or separate A and B. So I can control just one thing on my voice pedal and just one thing on my Beat Buddy, for example. Or one thing on my Katana amp and one thing on my voice pedal. It doesn't matter. It's whatever combination you want to do that this thing will be able to assist you with. The back is kind of like a rubberized plastic, and it's kind of somewhat anti-slip. And of course you've got your battery compartment in here for your 9-volt battery. And as you can see, there is absolutely no jacks on here anywhere to go external 9-volt power supply. And there's your joiner slot rail for this side and one for this side. So pretty cool device, and this was only 60 bucks at Long & McQuaid in North Bay. So we're talking Canadian dollars too. And I think it's definitely worth the money. I would definitely get other additions to this if I need them. I have no problem with that. And like all Boss equipment, Boss stuff is built to last and take the punishment of, touring musicians or just guys playing in their bedroom, whatever, So it's definitely long life devices. So that's good, and quality built for sure, But anyways, that's what I've got for you guys today. Just a little bit of a demo, give you an idea. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure there's cheaper solutions out there in the market. Obviously, I built one for my Beat Buddy, and that cost me a whole 20 bucks versus 60. But the advantage here is I've got one stereo plug coming out of my homemade thing, so it's only good for the stereo input bus, whereas this one here I can go with the TRS plug or TR plugs, doesn't matter. I can go individual for two different devices, so there is an advantage to actually buying a piece of equipment that is versatile versus something that's kind of generic that I built that has a purpose. Now I can use that same pedal that I've got sitting on my Beat Buddy, and I can use it on my voice box, but then I thought it's like, okay, well, I want access for both. So, you know, you go and you buy this thing. I may eventually just buy one of these FS-6s just for the Beat Buddy. You know, and then I have like a matched pair type of thing, and it looks cooler and that sort of deal. Besides, for 60 bucks, it's not that much money. It's not a biggie. But anyways, so thanks for watching, guys. As far as your star ratings go, the only downside I see to this pedal is no 9-volt power access. Even my VE2 pedal from my voice harmonizer has battery power or 9-volt, you know, so it's kind of like, I'm going to say that this is an easy solid 4 out of 5. It's not perfect, and it does lack the ability to be able to plug into the wall, so you are definitely 100% reliant on batteries, which for some people, they may not like that. So in that case, that's where I'm at with it, but it still gets a good solid 4 out of 5. The rest of it's just, it ain't perfect. Nothing's perfect, period. And it does have that lack of ability to have 9-volt adapter power coming from the wall. So I've got to keep 9 volts all the time, and always remember to unplug the sucker when I'm not using it, or I'm going to start killing off expensive batteries, because I only use Duracell or Energizer batteries in my equipment because I can trust the reliability of them. So, but anyways, that's it. That's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.